The Portofino Inn Suites. We came, we stayed, it stunk. Hey everyone, this is Julia with Honest Hotel Reviews, and today I'm at the Portofino Inn Suites at the Disneyland Resort, giving you an honest hotel tour and review. This video is not sponsored, so if you find it helpful, we'd love your support. Give us a like, leave a comment, or subscribe, and let our conscience be your guide. The Portofino Inn Suites is classified as a moderate resort on the Disneyland Good Neighbor hotel list. But in all honesty, after our stay, it's not a hotel we'd recommend. Come join us as we take a tour around this resort and stink around to see why we've poo-pooed this hotel. Here's how our reviews work. Each hotel is graded on the same 4 categories, which are overall experience, hotel amenities, room, and value. This way you can see how they stack up against each other. For the Disneyland Resort area hotels, we've adjusted our rating scale to be more lenient, as some of these hotels are from Walt's era and are showing their age. My first experience staying at the Portofino Inn Suites was about 20 years ago when I was a teen. I remember really liking the resort for how clean and comfortable it was, and of course, because it was a quick walk to Disneyland. Fast forward to more recent history, I was always surprised at how reasonable the cost was when I was pricing out vacations, given the awesome experience I'd had, and because its current rating on TripAdvisor is 4 out of 5. So we decided to stay and review this hotel. I was shocked to see how far they'd let this place slide downhill. Every room in this hotel had a distinctly different odor that gave it an overall unclean feeling.
Smelly.
Smells like somebody left a stacker in here. It stinks in here.
Oh, it's so bad.
Even though the smell is the biggest reason for our low rating, our experience wasn't all bad. When we arrived a few hours before check-in, they had a room ready for us. With a check-in time of 3 p.m. and a check-out time of noon, they have one of the most flexible check-in and check-out times in the area. It's also a great location, being right next to a CVS and a short 10 to 15 minute walk to the park. All in all, we gave them a 2 out of 5 for overall experience. The pool area was quite a bit smaller than it appeared in the photos, and there were only 7 towels available for guests to use. This isn't a pool area I would sit and hang out in, simply because it's surrounded by large hotels with rooms overlooking you, and it's in the middle of the parking lot. The fitness center was very small, and the air smelled stale, giving it an unclean feeling. Those smells continued to the kids' activity center. The ice machine, guest laundry machines, and microwave share the same room, so it was hard to tell where the smell was coming from. Their business center, on the other hand, was great. To be competitive against other hotels in the area, on paper, they have many of the same amenities, but most weren't near the quality you'd hope for from a Disneyland Good Neighbor hotel. In the end, we gave them a 2 out of 5. We stayed in a 2-queen room up on the 3rd floor and were excited at the prospect of having a private balcony. When we walked into the room, the first thing we noticed was the smell. It smelled like sewage being covered up by cleaning products. When we arrived, the room was hot, so we turned on the AC, which is a central unit, but quickly discovered the cold air came with a new foul smell. The photos online give you a false sense of what the rooms really look like in person. The beds were old and uncomfortable, and one of the beds had wrinkled sheets along the edges, almost as if the previous occupant had sat on the bed and housekeeping didn't straighten the sheets. There were no outlets at the bedside table to charge your devices, but there are plugs on either side of each bed, plus additional plugs at the desk and table. Other in-room amenities include a mini fridge, a basic hotel coffee maker, a flat screen TV, a wall-mounted hairdryer, ironing board, a few hangers, and a luggage stand. It's important to note that there is no in-room safe. Overall, the bathroom was okay. The vanity was showing its age and the lighting in the bathroom was dark, but thankfully, it was clean. The room had a balcony, but it seemed small and we didn't spend any time out there. But it did give us the ability to have some fresh air come into the room. Upon further inspection, to our shock and dismay, we found what looked and smelled like feces on the curtains. All in all, we gave the room a 1.75. We gave the Portofino Inn Suites a 1.75 out of 5 for value, purely because it's one of the cheapest offerings within a stone's throw of the park. This gives the Portofino Inn Suites an overall rating of 1.9 out of 5. In our honest opinion, in its current state, we would not recommend this hotel. If you're planning on staying here for the location and the price, don't say we didn't warn you. If you're planning a trip to the Disneyland Resort, we post new hotel reviews every week. Head over to our YouTube channel or check us out at honesthotelreviews.com for our honest hotel recommendations and travel tips. I'm Julia, and this has been another Honest Hotel Review.